Whoa, now everybody, it's your boy Lambo Drew. You are now tuned in and tapped in to another edition of The Leverage Show. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We are excited about today, excited about this show, excited about my guy, man, Jay Ford, who's getting ready to come to the show pretty soon, but don't worry about it. Sit back, relax. I'm getting ready to go ahead. You already know what I do best and doing what I do best out here. So really excited about tonight. Y'all already know I haven't actually had my guy Jay Ford on the broadcast in about what? It's got to be about 7 months. I mean, I know he got married, so it had been before the marriage. So we're talking about at least 8-9 months for Jay Ford to actually be on the Leverage Show. So shout out, man, to my guy, man, Jay Ford, definitely tapping in, man, being on the Leverage Show tonight, man, and really being able to show us some love, man, right out here, man, on this Leverage Show. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We really good, ready to go ahead, chop it up, get into it, man, really get down to the nitty-gritty of it. I've been having a great time tonight. Y'all don't even know, man, how my day has been. Man, it's been just full of just amazing things, man, just all day throughout the day, and really being able to connect and have and really level up with some amazing people, man, all day today. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. All the way up until right before this call, like really leveling up, man. And I'm blessed and I'm fortunate enough to really be able to have a platform that we can actually learn from, and a platform we can network, a platform that we can really do some justice for. And I'm thankful for that. So shout out to each and every single one of y'all for what y'all do for Lambo, what y'all do for the show, what y'all do for all of us out here. It means so much to me, man, bigger than what you can even think, man, for your boy Lambo Drew, man, and the entire Leverage Show family. I really want to thank each and every one of y'all. I know a lot of people, man, don't give the appreciation back to the people, man. Y'all know how Lambo is. Lambo gonna always show y'all flowers and give y'all flowers where y'all flowers is due, because that's what we do best out here, man. So today, shout out and everything, man, to, man, we got some heavy hitters, man, that just being able to talk with and being aligned with, man, today. Today, man, you know, we got a chance to actually do a 3-hour conversation with another huge person who is out here in this YouTube industry, man, who's killing the game, man, who's been influential to so many people, man. So I want to give a special shout out to my guy, Credit Plug, man. Appreciate all that you are doing and really helping change the game, man, and really allowing us to really kind of level up. And I got to go ahead and I got to give a message from him to another great person, man, who's really helped us out here, man. Shout out to my guy, Bam, man, and everything that he has done, man, for us, man, and showing the camp love, man. If you guys have not seen that video yet with Julian Jeremiah, the interview with JJC Unlimited or JJC Automation, you guys want to go on YouTube, go catch it out. Go kick on Bandman Kevo and go get underneath his wonderful YouTube. Go check it out. I'm trying to tell you all this right now. It will definitely help out a lot of people, man. I'm trying to tell you all this right now. That YouTube being able to passively grow your income. And it's almost at 200,000 views right now. I think the last I see was like 180, almost 190,000 views within less than a week. Shout out to Team Crafton, man, for doing those type of numbers, man, and really making a big impact out here, which so many people are going to definitely want to go jump onto that. But it's been great. It's been a great week. When I mean to y'all, it's been a great week. It's been a great week of helping out so many individuals and seeing the progression and seeing people leveling up. And a lot of this, man, is stemmed from relationships. And I told Jay Ford, man, before the show, I said, man, I'm so grateful for his relationship, his friendship, his brotherhood. Like, it means a lot to Lambo. Like, y'all don't really know that. Like, Lambo, I can get on here and say this. Lambo ain't no punk when it comes down for me telling and expressing my feelings towards a person who is definitely genuine to Lambo and his heart, man. Like, I tell so many people who are around my camp on an everyday basis how genuine you guys are to me. But, like, I do not have a problem telling my guy Jay Ford how genuine he is to me and the Leverage Show and this community and how much he means to us out here. You know, most people, they don't understand that, right? But I got a chance to really sit down today. Who's in town, man? My guy Kennard Haney. You guys know Ken from the show, man. And we got a chance just to sit down and talk and just see some stuff, man. And we love the admiration. We love being able to help uplift people. We love being able to network people and put people together and do some of those things. And as I'm talking with Ken for lunch, I'm looking back over my day. Now, keep in mind, I had been in meetings all day. I told you I had a 3-hour meeting plug. I'm there meeting with Ken. So that was a few hours. And we got a chance to talk with our wonderful favorite couple, JDC. And now we're on here with Jay Ford, who's getting ready to take the stage in just a minute. And I looked over my day and I'm just like, God, I thank you. I thank you for me allowing this platform, right? To not only and everything be a platform where others could come to this platform and talk about the gifts and talk about their walk and talk about their life, but this platform that we can actually sit there and make God famous, but also we able to enlighten each other along the way. That's what this thing is about, right? This thing is about, man, are you really along the way helping somebody? And I can honestly say that the guest tonight, he has helped Lambo in more ways than one. I'm gonna be real with you. You know, Jay Ford is one of those pioneers that when you look at places like the PIN Group, which is the Passive Income Navigation Group, when you look at some amazing guys that I've got a chance to meet, that they're some of his best friends. Shout out to Passive Income Croc. Make sure you guys go like and subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Mark Lee, Credit Pastor, who is just another amazing addition of what he's doing. Shout out to his brother, Pastor Ray Sean Bay, who's just killing the game, man. But also all the other people who have been networked with Jay Ford that he has brought to this Leverage Show. It's been because of him and the relationships and the connections that he has made, and him himself saying, Lambo, I really want to make sure that you're a part of our community as much as I'm a part of your community. And I really just can't go on ahead and say that we don't give notice enough to great people and great generals who are like Jay Ford. You know, got a chance to be there at his wedding, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to get all this good stuff, you know, back for the very first of the year. It was the end of the year, but the first of the year. He had a New Year's wedding, which is amazing. I'm telling you, we're still talking about it now. You know, still telling Jay Ford, you're still swinging from the top turnbuckle. You're like, yeah, I'm still from that top turnbuckle, Lambo. So it's so good to see his stages in his life and to meet his family, you know, which embrace me like my own, you know, to meet the friends that embrace me like their own, their partnership, their brotherhood that they've had for years. That's such a blessing to Lambo. But also, I can't wait for him to be such a blessing for you guys tonight. So before we go ahead and bring on Jay Ford, let's go ahead and get everybody in the chats. Then we'll go ahead and bring my guy, man, Jay Ford, to the Leverage Show. I just wanted to go ahead and give him his flowers right now. He already know. He gonna come out to the show and he's gonna rip it up, and that's what we do best. So Arrow's in the building. Shout out to you, cuz. What's up, Leverage Show family? Happy Thursday night, man. Yes, it is. My wonderful wife is in the building. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday with the wonderful hearts. I appreciate her. My wonderful wife is just so amazing. I'm telling you, I don't know how we do it without our wives. Jay Ford is finding that out now with his wonderful wife. But the support that they give to us is amazing, and it's impeccable for us to continue to keep carrying on the message that we're doing that is helping affect, change the lives of so many. So thank you, baby. Julie Crafton is in the building. JJC, shout out to y'all. Happy Thursday, Leverage Show family, with the wonderful man, hearts and the prayer emojis. Thank you, Julie. You and Jeremiah are always such a blessing. Money is in the building. Thank you, Money, for you definitely tapping on. Ever showing love to Mrs. Johnson, Julie, Money, cousin, everybody on the show. Appreciate you for that. My champ is in the building. Appreciate you for that. Julie showing love to Arrow. Appreciate you for that. My guy, Ryan, is in the building. Degenerate Passive Income. What up, Lambo? Can I come on the show? You already know you come on the show. You guys make sure you guys go like and subscribe to my guy, Degenerate Passive Income. My guy, Ryan, in his channel is killing it. You guys know that he has been the influx behind Bruno X. Bruno X, the passive income stream, has been my guy, Degenerate Passive Income, on the show. So I really, really, really want everybody, please go ahead, like, subscribe, support his channel, and definitely some amazing things that he's doing to help people earn money passively and definitely longevity. That's the not just passively, but longevity. So we thank you for that, Ryan. Thank you for always tapping in and always showing love. I appreciate you on your channel, what you do for Lambo. My guy, Kennard Haney, is in the building. What's good, Ken? Just was with you, man, about an hour ago, right before we got in here and wrapped up everything. Hello, Leverage Show family. Hello, Mr. Johnson. Do what you do, Lambo. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to do what we do best for me and my guy, Jay Ford, on this Leverage Show. Cutie P showing love, man, to the Leverage Show. Yes, please hit the like button, fam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hit that like button. Show some love, man, right here as we continuously to keep hitting this like button and showing this algorithm for YouTube to make sure that it's going in our direction. Listen, without further ado, I want to introduce our next guest, who is not a stranger to the show. You guys heard me talk about him just a little bit earlier. I wasted already 10, 11 minutes right now talking about roll calls and showing some love to him. But I can't wait to bring him to the show because we want to hear what he has to say, because we definitely embrace every time he comes to the show. Without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, the guest of our honor, Mr. Joseph Ford.
What's going on, everybody? Woo!
What's going on, Jay Ford?
Man, glad to be back. I know it's been a good old 7 months, like you were saying.
It's been a little over 7 months, Jay Ford. You've been gone, but it's marriage life, and I'm loving it on you. I see the glow on you, and tell us about it. Tell us about this beautiful new chapter of your life and how things been going. We want to hear about it.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's been absolutely life-changing, man. You always think about what it would be like to be married and to find the one, and you have all those thoughts, and then to finally happen, it's like God just does something, and it just gives you that wow factor, right? You're like, wow. It's just you're in the moment, and of course it's different, right? Obviously things can be changes, right? Things that you normally used to can't do no more, but it's all part of the growth, man. That's what I love, man. It's just like you're going on your journey in life, your ups and downs, and then all of a sudden you're on that right track. And you're like, man, I'm glad I went through all that, because now, I'm on a path of just greatness. Now, man, when it comes to marriage, man, it's on a whole nother level of greatness.
Yeah.
And because it's almost like you duplicate yourself, right? Now you're more than one, and it just makes things a lot more easier, right? Man, support. You always have that support line. You support each other, and then you got goals, right? Me and my wife, man, we every year, man, we plan a vision board, like what we're gonna do for the year. And then what's amazing is when you look through it throughout the year, you start seeing all the check marks of what's been accomplished. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I think everyone should do that. And it just gets you on that right path. And so this whole marriage thing, it's just been an amazing journey. It's just one of these, right?
Yeah.
And you're just processing everything, and then you're growing as an individual. You're both growing, and of course, we talk about on this show, man. We love the Lord, man. We put Him first on everything. Nothing will last without the Lord. You gotta have that's for everything. You gotta put God first in everything that you do, and you just see what God does for you when you be obedient. So, last year, we got married 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, New Year's Eve.
Yes, I was there, bro.
Man,
I was there.
Absolutely incredible.
Dude.
I mean, the expectation just blew my mind. I'm over here dropping stuff. The excitement, it's already happened. Man, just the planning alone was like, whoa, took 6 months, ladies and gentlemen. That wedding that you guys saw was all planned in 6 months. Since the moment I proposed, it started grinding right then and there. And it's like, you know what? We were looking at dates, like when to get married, and then, Jasmine was like, well, Look at the New Year's date. 123, 123. Isn't it kind of unique? I was like, you're right.
Yeah.
That is different. Man. It's like every 100 years or something that lands on that kind of. I was like, man, we
Yeah.
gotta get moving on that. So we
Yeah.
agreed on it, and then after that, man, it was time to grind, man. And then we try to think, we want to make this high tier, we want to make this an amazing wedding, special on that date too. So
Amazing wasn't even the word, Jay Ford. Y'all did it on a grand level, brother. Y'all talk to the people about that, because I gotta let you get some one-on-one FaceTime about the day. Talk about the mental and everything preparing for that day, because it was beautiful, man. Let the people know out there. Go, Jay Ford.
yeah. So, one of the things that we wanted was to have the happy ever after type theme, kind of royalty. You think about royalty, think about the kingdom, right? So that was kind of the mindset. So, with that, kind of this planning, right? Trying to get everything prepared within 6 months, right? Of course, it costs money too, right? So, we all have our 9 to 5s, and then I'm also grinding on the side because of the investments, right? That's why I always say, always do something extra on the side to build that other extra stream of income. And that's helped you do things like planning weddings and whatever eventually you want to do. You able to afford anything. Nothing's impossible. So, with that said, getting everything prepared, right? Ordering stuff, figuring out what's gonna work, what's not. Jasmine, she did her thing. Her planning, she did some stuff that, man, I don't know how I would be able to do it if it was on me. So she got it done. Picking out the tux. So it's crazy, right? So we ended up getting like three different outfits, right? For me, it was like, okay, I liked this outfit. I was like, man, this would be pretty good for the wedding, and this would be good for the reception. And things, you know how things happen in weddings and don't work out as you thought it would plan to work out, but then it ended up working out. So what happened was, I had this particular uh, tux that I wanted, but then I was missing the coloring of my pants wasn't matching the top of my tux. I was like, wait a minute, dang, I got a match and I can't be looking, a little off, man. People looking at you on that moment. So, however, I had other different pairs of tuxes, and then I had one particular with little buttons going down. It looked at more royalty. And it's funny because that was the most affordable out of all of the tux, and it just kind of worked out. So went with that, and then of course I was surprised. So of course we're talking about the whole royal thing. Um, Jazz's mom ended up getting us cloaks for our dresses and tux, so we really looked like king and queen, and I thought that was like absolutely amazing. And then prior to that, finding your groomsmen, bridesmaids, that was also kind of a little challenging too, because you think someone will be able to do it and they couldn't, so then you gotta kind of game plan it. All right, this didn't work out, this didn't work out, and then on the actual day, one of them couldn't even do it. So you adapt, right? So this is all part of things that can happen. You know, they don't go 100% perfect, but it end up working out anyways, and that's life. Things happen. You think it's gonna work out one way, and then it goes another direction, but it ends up working out in the end. So that is kind of what happened, kind of in the build up, and then the whole saving up part. I'm like, man, how? Because I ended up getting a whole fireworks show. We end up renting out this mansion. I believe it was Shirley Temple once lived in there. It was crazy. It was called the Grand Island Mansion, Grove, California. Very beautiful venue. I mean, it was perfect for our idea of the royal theme. So, yeah, all within 6 months, we gathered everything, we put it together, we got our families together, and man, we had an amazing show of that year. I mean, to this day, we are still getting compliments of, man, you guys had the best wedding of 2023. I was like, man, give it to God. God gave us the ability to be able to put these things together, give us the finances, the growth to put this together. And from there, it's just been absolutely amazing. Lambo, you were there. Corey was my groomsman, my bro. Mark, he obviously was able to be a groomsman, but he was still a part. So he was still my groomsman. Mark's still my groomsman, brother. And then another groomsman. Shout out to Brother Kwame. Was able to make it due to unforeseen circumstances, but love that brother. Still my groomsman to this day. And then also Eugene, my other groomsman, man. Man, the camera crew. Oh my gosh, can I talk about the camera crew? Oh my man. So we ended up getting a professional videographer, and these guys, next level. I'm talking about they edit everything on the spot and showed the little mini video at the reception. And the way they were just working it, one guy's editing and one's doing all the filming and then transitioning and then going over to the bride and doing their thing over there, and then just putting the whole film, even the fireworks. They had a drone, and then they just put it all together to make this amazing video for the reception for everybody to see. I was like, man, because normally it takes like a few weeks once the video's done, and then they send it to you. But I was on the spot, so man, shout out to that video crew, man. Fishburne Productions, shout out to you. Amazing, man. It was so much, man. How can I?
Dude, you're talking about it. I'm laughing like I knew how much it was. I was just like, man, Jay Ford has spent some money out here for this wedding. I was looking around. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I don't think I have it on me, man. It's not even up here. I got it downstairs. But I started looking like, Jay Ford, you need my wallet, bro? Because Jay Ford, it was such a storybook wedding.
Right.
And, so long in our lives, we actually give our attention, right, to so many of the wrong things. But what happens when God prepares you for this turn in your life? And that's what he did. Like, he put everything together. And I want you to talk about it, because I know y'all had to have some deals out there to get that thing together. Because I was sitting there like, man, Jay Ford, you're going to be working about the next 4 or 5 years, man. I'm just being real. Talk about the breaks along the way, the favor God has blessed y'all with along that journey of some great things that might have happened, dude, along the way that you guys see.
Yeah, so, we had a certain vision on how we wanted things. Number one was, obviously, it was New Year's Eve. We wanted to have some kind of fireworks show, man. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Here in California, there's a lot of places very restricted because of the fires, things in that nature. So they had certain locations that you could do fireworks, and then other locations you couldn't do fireworks. So I'm sitting there looking at all the venues, trying to pick which one. Are you guys able to do fireworks? No. Are you able to do fireworks? No. And then I ended up just calling the firework crew, man. I was like, hey, look, I'm looking to have some fireworks at my show.
And they wasn't the big fireworks either, man. Let me tell y'all this right now. I sit there, I was looking at the fireworks going on. I'm gonna start crying outside. I said, boy, this is so beautiful out here. I said, Jay Ford, brother, stop it, man. You done went all out, brother.
Right.
Jay Ford had the professional stuff, yeah, y'all. The professional.
Yes, sir. So I ended up talking to them, man, and they told me about the Grand Island Mansion. And it's crazy because I was just looking at that because I didn't want some type of mansion too, man. I was looking at LA area, man.
Yeah.
Man, that was up there in price too, brother.
Yeah.
But then logistically, it probably wouldn't work out much because, family and all that, trying to travel and stuff.
Yeah.
So it worked out that God had this location very close to where we lived. And then
Yeah.
on top of that, you're able to do fireworks, man. So I was like, man, that's nothing but God right there, man. And then the pricing was, man, reasonable too. I was like, oh yeah, we gonna make this work. Man, we gonna shoot. Man, we gonna deck it out, brother.
Brother, y'all did more than deck that sucker out. I said, Jay Ford, brother. Jay Ford, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Lambo was sitting there looking at you like, Jay Ford, if they ever doubted you before, ain't nobody questioning you right about now walking through this door.
Right.
Like, oh, he gonna take care of this girl. Look at this. He gonna take care of this family. That's Jay Ford family now. I say, you see all this? This man ain't out here doing this for nothing. He ain't out here doing this for nothing. Y'all better stop it around here.
Right. And man, one of the great moments too, man, was having you, brother. Man,
Yeah.
meeting you for the first time, man, in person, giving you that nice hug, man, and man, it was
that was genuine. That was genuine.
Yeah.
Straight up. There was no games, nothing for people, nothing for camera. I didn't even know they was putting it on camera like that, but it was nothing for that. That was genuine because, brother, I told you, I celebrate you. I don't care what everybody else, who they celebrating, who they think. Kobe, that's my guy. I'm going to celebrate Kobe. But Jay Ford, I'm a rider for Jay Ford. They already know Lambo going to ride for Jay Ford, brother. So I appreciate you. And I mean, when I'm telling you, Lambo loves you. The Leverage Show loves you. This family loves you. My wifey loves you. Oh, man, we love you, Jay Ford. You know that, brother. That's genuine, man. Genuine for you, brother. So, we did the hug. We did everybody seen all of that good stuff, man.
Oh, yeah. Good food, man. Oh, yeah, dude. It was good, man. It was good. That was just a build-up, man, for dating the next day.
Yeah.
And, man, let's talk about that, man. That the little dance, man. After the I do and.
Oh my goodness, man. So y'all listen, we got to talk about this, right? Jay Ford, he's at the aisle right now. Everybody has to wear all white. Well, it's supposed to be wearing white. I know we was wearing white, which I thought was amazing, man. It's like almost a heavenly color, man. So me and my wifey stepping out. I think that was our first time together in all white, like everything white. We did white type of, all white type, white type of garments, but all white, that was like our first time. So Jay Ford, you made a first for Lambo and his wonderful wife. But we get there to the wedding, and everybody's there. We're seeing people. We're giving shout outs to different people. And Jay Ford gets up there, and I lie and I tell y'all, man, Jay Ford's up there at that wedding. Y'all know Lambo. I shared that wedding when I got back. Like, I shared that wedding on the Leverage Show when I got back. And Jay Ford gets up there, and I'm telling you what. I'm looking at Jay Ford as all the groomsmen, and I'm pointing to him as they're walking down the aisle, and I'm laughing. We kind of laugh at each other. Jay Ford's there. When he's seen his bride starts walking down there, I instantly said, Jay Ford, you better not cry, boy. You better suck it up. Jay Ford, you better suck it up. Hold it in, Jay Ford. Hold it in. Because that moment at that time, I knew for a fact, I said, this is what he dreamed of. This is what they both envisioned. And this is what they both envision marriage and blissfulness looks like at this moment. And when they got to talking and I got to exchanging the vows, I knew then. I said, oh, boy, Jay Ford is the happiest man. Before the dance and all of that, he's the happiest man right now in the world. There ain't another happier person right now in this earth than Joseph Ford Jr. I'm going to tell you that right now. And him reading the vows, I said, boy, my wife looked over and said, boy, Jay Ford got some long vows in there today, boy. Jay Ford with them vows. I said, boy, he thought long and hard about this one. Baby, you my everything.
Right.
It was beautiful to see them exchange vows back and forth and then finally pronounce them man and wife, man. And that was husband and wife just blessed me, man. But that dance when Jay Ford turned around and he was just like, oh, we may now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Ford. Jay Ford, like, yeah, baby, yeah. See,
Oh yeah.
mine, oh mine. It was beautiful because they
Yeah.
walking down the aisle and the priceless face that I seen on Jay Ford, man, was just it was nothing like anything else that I had ever seen. But when you got towards me, just about right, I didn't put you on camera. I was already recording you when you turned to yourself. When you got on camera, I say, Jay Ford. He looked at me. Hey, Lambo. Had to been the highlight of it, man, because I said, this right here is what extreme happiness looks like. It was almost as if when you seen the movie Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith, at the very end, when he had went through all that hardship that he went through and all of those trials and tribulations of life, and then he got blessed at the very end with happiness, and he's in there and they offering him the position and he's crying and he's in there just like full of emotions and he's got to go this place and he's back and forth. That's what it was like for Jay Ford, full of emotions, but just the happiest point of his life. And I'm sitting in there like, brother, you did it, man. Listen, you, my bro, you did it, my brother. You did that. And that just, it blessed Lambo to see you, but to be able to get the invitation for me and my wife to come and see you and your wife and meet you and your family with just everything, man. And you get the Lambo Bell for that, man. So I really thank you for that because, brother, I'm telling you, probably still the most iconic dances I've ever seen. I've never seen a man tap dancing like that down the aisle. I didn't know if was tap dancing down the aisle from excitement from the wedding or excitement for after the wedding.
That was my WWE intro right there, brother. That's it. That's it.
Hey, that's it, baby. Hey, y'all, we having a good time on here.
Absolutely.
As you guys see, man, as we go over Jay Ford, and let me tell you something, we got to the reception, so we had to drive, maybe it was about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour or something like that.
Yeah.
It was maybe about 45 minutes or an hour or whatever from the church to the reception, where the reception was going to be at. We got lost that time of night. I ain't gonna even lie. It was so black, so dark outside. I said the GPS stopped working at a certain point and took us to go about 5-10 miles down the road that we had to turn back 5-10 miles down the road to come on back. I said, man, I'm hoping that we at the right place, but we was early because we left. We literally got there once the wedding was done, man. We was trying to, we got to head to get there. We going to get there. We're not trying to go on ahead, man, and parlay around. We want to be there. I want to have the first seats, which we did. We had the first table coming in to the place because we was one of the first ones there. And I said, I don't want to miss nothing of this, brother. I don't want to miss nothing of Jay Ford, especially since we here. I wanted to suck it all in, man, because that was, brother, that moment was your moment, but that moment felt like our moment too, man, because it was just a beautiful thing to see you guys do this thing on this stage together. So we got there early. Needless to say, after we got taken off, we had cars following us. So when we got lost, they got lost. I said, hey, y'all.
Oh, man.
You can't even, so they had to go all the way up with us and turn around with us and come all the way back because it was a 2-lane road and it was a lake on both sides. I was like, hey, brother, ain't no turnarounds. You're like, and it's black going out there at night. So, man, y'all, it was a beautiful time. Needless to say, man, we got there, seen the entire place before the groom and the bride made it there and all the rest of the wedding party. And the moment we walked in there, me and my wife, we was just looking around, and I just remember saying, this is what he deserves. He deserves, him and his bride, a fairy tale ending or fairy tale beginning. I won't say ending, a fairy tale beginning, because this is what you guys give to so many people. You guys have blessed so many people. You guys have done great by so many people. And this is what you guys deserve. You guys deserve this and way much more, And I'm sitting there looking at it. The pictures were amazing all over there. Any view that you took into that place where supposedly Shirley Temple was at, it was just amazing. It was amazing. And our table, shout out to us. Everybody came, sat at me and my wife. We sat down. We was like, and then shout out to my brother, man, Joshua Samuel, man, who was there, man, he came, sat down, because we got there all early. He sat down there next to us. He said, well, Lambo, I'm sitting next to you guys. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm sitting next to you. And then it was so beautiful because the wedding party, when they came in, sat all the way down. It was Mark and his lovely wife, your brother, Pastor Rashawn Bay, and his lovely wife, Croc, and his lovely wife. They came, sat next to us. Everybody sat at our table. I was like, oh, this is beautiful, y'all. So it was just an amazing experience. And then when you came in with you and your bride, brother, I had to greet you, man. I said, man, Jay Ford, I'm so proud of you, brother. I'm so proud of you, man. I can't even tell you how proud I am of you, man. But enough of that. I mean, Lambo can keep going on about that night, about that, brother. Let me know. Since that night, we've got all of the honeymoon, and y'all still in the honeymoon phase. I don't even want to hear that, because you got some backed upness in you. So there's a lot of Lambo's stupid, man. I'm crazy. Listen, they got catching up time that they got to do within the. It ain't over with. Man. You only in July, boy. You be all right.
Man, 6 months in, brother.
6 months in, going on the 7th month in, brother. You good, brother. Now, brother, you got work to do, man. I remember. This is God honest truth, man.
Yeah.
6 months into me and my wife was pregnant with my son, with our first son. 6 months in. So we got married November the 28th. We found out in April, May-ish, where my wife was pregnant. And so I never forget that, man. Brother, we turned around. We used our 6 months to our advantage. And we started having a wonderful family, man, at that time, and 4 beautiful kids later, man. It's been such a blessing, man, and we're so thankful. So you got to tell us and let us know, Jay Ford, any kids in the picture, or let us know what life is. Are you guys waiting to enjoy the honeymoon stage, travel a little bit, invest some more, do more podcasts? Let me know what has been the plans now, since now the wedding is over, families are back in town. You guys are now living in honeymoon bliss for the last 7 months now. Let us know what has been the next steps and chapters for the Ford family.
Absolutely. So, well, first of all, the honeymoon is coming up.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to Thailand. We're going to Thailand in August. We're going there for about a week.
Thailand? Y'all going to Thailand?
Yes, sir.
That's straightforward.
Oh, yeah, we're going to Bangkok. That's the location.
Hold on, time out. Oh, God. Hold on, man. Time out. Lambo boy, I done lost it at this point. So y'all on the honeymoon and you taking it to Bangkok.
Yeah.
Is there any inside jokes when you say, baby, where are we going? Where are we going to? We going to Bangkok, man. Let me know. You got what you say? You trying to be funny? What you trying to say?
No, I'll be surprised. We didn't really have an inside joke then. We just researched and Jasmine actually researched the whole Thailand. I knew about Thailand. I I got some coworkers that been there, love it. They go multiple
Yeah.
times a year, and
Yeah.
the dollar goes pretty far over there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that location has like a nice mall. They have this little boat where it's kind of almost like gives you like a little tour, but then there's like little things you can buy. Little that was kind of cool. A lot of good stuff over there, man. A lot of historic stuff. I like history, man. So I go to
Yeah.
like different countries. I like to
Yeah.
have like a guide tell me about history. I'm all into that.
Okay.
And that's kind of how I got started, man. And then of course Thailand. You know, there's a lot of different places.
Any,
I know there's some famous movies that were shot there too.
yeah.
Um,
It's beautiful over
so,
there. There's
yeah,
some beaches to Thailand. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about something like that. Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
beaches, I'm talking about sky blue water, bluish water you
Yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah.
And I didn't know about that till I was sitting getting my feet done with my wife. And
Right.
shout out to my wonderful wife. And the lady was sitting there talking about it, and they showed how beautiful Thailand was, the other side of Thailand that I had never seen. And I said, whoa, I didn't know it looked like this with the islands, and you ain't got to go to Hawaii, you go to Thailand, and how much money your money it goes further. I started saying, well, we need to go to Thailand then if it's like
Right.
this, you know?
Right.
Shucks, man. I started
I'm
looking at
telling
all
you.
the retreats. I said, you're getting
Yeah.
ready to have a ball over there, man.
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Man, they even got this movie theater, man. It's like it has like a bed. You just I was like, man, okay.
You
Yeah.
said a movie theater, you can do what?
So it's a movie theater with beds. So it has like a multiple beds for like your seat, like you know, how you have a traditional chair. It's an actual bed. So you got it's like a restaurant there too. I'm hearing about, and it's different, man. I guess you can pick certain movies that you want to watch. A lot of modern. I guess they got a good selection, but hey, I just want to go just for the experience, man.
Dude,
That's-
I'm gonna keep
yeah,
it all the way 100 with you.
yeah,
If I go into a movie theater with the reclining chairs, my wife know I'm
yeah,
falling asleep already. I'm like, my husband gonna be up and he probably gonna get about a 10-15 minute nap and gonna be snoring, right? I know him.
yeah,
If
yeah.
I go in there and I see a bed, brother, you can put on whatever movie you're gonna be putting on. I'm going to sleep. I'm telling you that right now. So it's just over with. Like, babe, you up?
Yeah,
Up.
yeah.
You got me in here in the bed. The movie gonna be watching me. I'm gonna tell you what it is right now. It's not getting ready to happen like that, man. It's not getting ready to happen.
Man.
It's not getting ready to happen. That's not Lambo. I'm just telling you right
Right.
now. Not gonna sit up there and be
Oh,
sitting in
man.
the bed looking like,
Right.
like what we watching tonight. Nah, it ain't happening. If Lambo ain't
Right.
up, man, if I ain't really up, I gotta be up, or sitting up in the bed. If I'm laying down, it's over with. My eyes is closed because I didn't use enough energy for the day. I already know. It's just not gonna be good for Lambo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're gonna be sitting down there. If you want to pay me a ticket so you can go watch the movie and I go to sleep, we can do that all day long. I'm with that. Let's go. You know,
Oh,
so you got
man.
beds, they got restaurants, you got wonderful places that you want to go see. What is it that you really want to do once you finally get there? Like your most desired thing that you always wanted to do, Jay Ford, when you get there.
Right. So one of the things, the reason why I picked Thailand, well, we wanted this honeymoon to be like a more of a relaxing, we
Yeah.
don't want to worry about nothing. We want to be in the spas. We
Yeah.
really want to have a nice, relaxed honeymoon. And that was the reason we wanted to do Thailand because there's a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, you got the scenery, the beaches you're talking about, and then the other things that they have, man, it's just perfect for relaxation,
Yeah.
especially the room that we got, it's really nice. They got a mall that's outside where we at, so we can go and walk around. Hers is a pretty nice mall too, so uh, definitely want to go visit that. And yeah, just really just walk around, man. Just really just have a nice relax, man. Me and my wife. So
Y'all deserve that.
yeah,
Thailand is a very
yeah.
romantic city, and I know for a fact you deserve that. Do you want to see a lot of the ancient cultures in like the Thailand, like the shrines and stuff like that?
Absolutely. That's my favorite thing, man.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like all the history, culture. I'm like, man, I'm gonna see what it's all about, how this gets started, that kind of thing. And yeah, they got some nice little temples over there that I wanted to go visit over there and just to see it, man. I heard it's really nice visit. A lot of tourists gave a lot of reviews, so that's definitely on the docket for sure.
Okay, Jay Ford,
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
on for you to go over there, but I want you to make sure that you're recording all your content, man, for us.
you already know.
You have to record it. You have to put it out there on Ford Financial Planning. If you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe to Ford Financial Planning, right, on YouTube. Ford Financial Planning. Please go subscribe to that. That way you guys can see and document his journey as he's over there and showing some amazing things, man. But dude, you've been
Yeah,
busy, outside of the
yeah,
honeymoon coming up, man. Talk to the people, man. I watch you. Shout out to my guy Croc, as well as Joshua Samuel. You guys are great friends to the show. Y'all guys got a chance to go down there to Consensuous, right?
yeah. Consensus. Yeah, that was man, that was an amazing experience too. So yeah, we went there. It was in Austin, Texas.
Yep. Talk to us
That was
about
my
that.
first time. Yeah, my first time being in Texas in general, like in that, like actually exploring it instead of going to the airport stop. I'll go to the next. Very humid, of course, but Austin, man, it's getting built up, man. It's like
Yeah.
downtown.
Oh,
You
yeah.
still see the towers getting built still. So I was like, man, this is about to
Yeah.
be the next Silicon Valley
Yeah.
down up in Austin.
Austin is beautiful. Austin came up very expensive what it was 20 years ago, 20, 25 years ago.
Okay, okay.
And the prices of Austin are almost comparable to California now, man.
Right, right. And I was like, man, it shows, right? I was like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of high tech stuff. There was like this, I don't know if it was like a calf, but it was like underground, but you can see, and they had
Yeah.
like this nice little LCD screen. It was like really high tech. I was like, man, this is kind of cool. It's like really Silicon Valley-ish, techie, very style on Austin. Man, dude, we went to Consistence, man. So you guys don't know College for College, man. That was an amazing platform for the kids, man. Being able to reward your kids based on the things that they know I'm going to do anyways, right? Getting good grades, showing up on time, and you as a parent able to reward uh, your kids by doing those things because a lot of times it's motivation, right?
Yep.
I think about myself as a kid. What motivated me, right? I was like, man, this is boring, man. I don't want to do that. But to give me an incentive to
Yeah.
do it, it's
Yeah.
a whole other thing. So it's the same concept, and then the partnership with the tuition coins, man. I think that's gonna go far. I think that's one of my top long-term investments in the
Mhm.
crypto space is tuition coins.
And why do you
It's
believe that, Jay Ford? Because is it because of
yeah,
maybe you have a good fan, Joshua Samuel, or is it because of the vision and the utility that it has behind it? So talk to them a little bit about that.
yeah. So it's really the utility, right? I mean, it could be any crypto coin, right? It could be Bitcoin, whatnot. But what's so special about tuition coins is the utility. Think about this. One thing that I'm thinking about is the colleges, right? 'Cause we're attacking the educational space, right? Being able to pay tuition with tuition coins one day. That is the big vision, right? Be able to use it for college or any kind of educational thing. One of the things that I want to talk about when it talks about tuition coins, there is this cold storage wallet. I think I have it over here somewhere. Yeah, right. So this is called the Ballet cold storage wallet. What's so amazing about this is that they are able to use this almost like a gift card. You go to a gift card store and you put some money on it and you give it to your friends and family. This is a cold storage where it's essentially like a gift card. You can put crypto on it. So, for example, we can put tuition coins on this. It's very user friendly. Like your C phrases is right here, and then also it's connected to a wallet and your app store you can download. So anyone can get this and then just scratch it off. It's like a scratcher, kind of like your traditional gift card. and you have access to it. So we can essentially, I tested out, you can load these up with tuition coins and give it out to those that, maybe would introduce you to crypto for the very first time. That's the way I'm looking at it. And these are super cheap, right? They're like $6 a pop. Put some crypto on there. And this is the vision, right? So I think about tuition coins as a utility. I can go up to someone and say, hey, look, I want to bless you today. I want to give you some money for your tuition, right? I can put $500 or $1,000 of tuition coin on this cold storage wallet and then just give it to them. Say, hey, just want to bless you. And then they're able to, get access to the tuition coins and use it for tuition or whatever. So that is pretty huge because I know a lot, projects don't think like that, but the way that we're set up, we can do that. We can donate, right? We can transfer tuition coins in a more user-friendly, where it's because you think about crypto, it's kind of hard for the average person, right, to get into crypto for the first time, set up their wallet, Coinbase, all that, while they can just get one of these, scratch it off, have complete access to the crypto, and then just download the app and have access to it. So that's one way, right? That's one utility. Of course, the partnerships. All right, so of course, Tuition Coins is partnered with Coins for College. One of the utilities with Coins for College is that the parents are able to get tuition coins by buying the things they're going to buy for their kids on Amazon. So there's an Amazon partnership. There is a commission that comes out of the purchase. Half of it goes into buying tuition coins to the parents so they can get some tuition coins, and then the other half is burned. And I think that's amazing because we talk about supply and demand. As more tokens get burned out of circulation, the price goes up, right? Supply and demand. Other ed tech platforms that will partner up with tuition coins, they can do something similar, right? They can create some type of reward using tuition coins, and if they decide they want to do like a burn type thing to support the token, they can do that. So imagine all the ed tech platforms coming onto partnering up with tuition coins, and then also Coins for College itself is also partnering up with they partner up with Uganda, so they partner up with United Nations, being the first country, Uganda, and that also brings more users to Coins for College using the app that they created. So again, I think about that with the ed tech platforms. They're also, they're doing their thing too. They probably got partnerships and other things, but at the end of the day, it's all leaning up to the platform, and then tuition coins are getting involved, which also gets the interest out there about tuition coins, so people can go ahead and buy tuition coins to support it. And man, there's just so many different ways and avenues in the educational system, rewarding students by, hey, me teaching about financial literacy. Hey, I'm going to give you some tokens just for listening to me. I mean, there's so much utility, and then there's a lot of funding in colleges, right? And school districts, not just colleges, but also school districts. Think about this, me growing up, they had some type of reward type system where, you do good and you can get this money, play money that you can go to a reward store and purchase items that you want, right? You just build it up, you save it. Same kind of concept. Colleges and schools can do the same thing with tuition coins. So that is the vision that I believe that is going to be something huge, long term, and that right now this is a sleeping baby right now. No one really knows about tuition coins just yet, but once it gets out there, it's going to take the world by storm. And I'm telling you, it's going to be an amazing, great play. There's a great backing behind it, great vision, and it's a good cause. And people love to give to a great cause. So yeah, that's my reasoning of why I believe tuition coins, and reason why I'm talking about it so much. It's going to be an amazing long-term hold in the bull market. And then you got to think about this. Now crypto's coming into mainstream. Everyone's starting to talk about it. Talk about the regulations that versus trying to pass, right? To make it more user, there's always that gray area with the SEC about is it a security, is it not? So with the new regulation, as soon as it gets passed, we'll give that what is a security and what's not. So that way, new ed tech platforms that are into crypto or a new crypto company that comes out, they know, the law, right? Whatever the law that they produce, they can confidently create that project and don't have to worry about the SEC coming after them. And that's huge. And I think we need some type of regulation where it's clear. Because right now it's like a gray area, and that's why it's kind of iffy, right? It's like, dang, okay, I'm taking a chance. This is a great idea, but I don't know later on down the road, the SEC is going to be hating on me and they're going to try to take a suit on me. So a lot of things are happening in the space, especially if you're really just paying attention what's going on. Of course, you got Trump that's supporting it now. It's funny how all these people were not supporting, now all of a sudden they're supporting. And then Coinbase, right? How can the SEC try to sue Coinbase, but yet the U.S. government's partnering up with Coinbase, like the U.S. Marshals?
Come on.
You gotta put this together, right? Right? You got okay. It's almost like a scare, and then they're gonna buy it up, and then there's reasons behind it. You gotta think bigger, you gotta dig deeper. That this isn't going anywhere. It's just gonna continue to go. Of course, BlackRock and all these big companies are also investing in and trading ETFs. Like Bitcoin was the first, Ethereum being the second. Now they're talking about Solana being another ETF. That's another thing, right? Think about not just those three, but other coins becoming ETFs. I could see tuition coins being an ETF at some point. So, man, this is huge. I'm excited about the future of crypto. As a matter of fact, just to backtrack a little bit, if you guys want another good passive income when it comes to crypto, if you guys remember the helium miners, basically you plug up a little miner and then you start earning helium. And I was doing the last bull market, and then by the time it was hard to buy those miners, it was too late. That's how you know.
Yep. Once
things start becoming hard to buy, it's pretty much kind of too late. And that's what happened to me. I had to wait a whole year to get my Bobcat.
Boy, it wasn't good, but I waited.
Right.
It won.
Right. So Helium came out with a new service, and I think this is huge, and that is the Helium Mobile. So this is their device right here. This is the Helium Mobile device.
Oh, show us that.
This is essentially a router. So you're basically providing data for people to connect to your Wi-Fi. They will pay you Helium tokens. So they have a mobile service that you pay $20 a month, unlimited text, talk, and data. And those that have these miners, so they got these, which you can plug in your house, or if you have a business preferred, like coffee shops. Those that have that service, they can connect for free and use their data. And then they're also just got partnered up with, I think, Mexico, so they got service out that way. So it's literally a whole mobile service, like your T-Mobile, your Sprint, and all that, and it's connected to crypto. And then on top of that, what's so amazing is that you're paying your $20 a month for your service, but then you can also earn Helium mobile tokens just by using the service. So every time you walk around, data is collected, and then they give you tokens on the app. And you can use those reward tokens to pay your bill. So essentially, you can get your phone bill paid for free. That's just the mobile service itself. But then, of course, they got the Wi-Fi routers that we can all purchase. And just by plugging it in, you can even get the service yourself and connect to your own Wi-Fi, and you start earning tokens. And they give you anywhere from like $2 to $3 a day. I was getting about like $10 a day. Of course, a lot more people are buying the routers, and the rewards are starting to go down, but we haven't hit that bull market yet. But remember what I was saying is, once it starts being hard to buy, it's kind of too late. But this came in like 3 days. So it's a good opportunity. This is my second one. I have another one at my mom's house, and I'm getting about 1,000 tokens, which is about $3 or $4 a day. And then I'm gonna set this bad boy up and just start stacking. And if you know anybody else, like I have a Wi-Fi connection, they can go ahead and purchase. And these things are 250 bucks a pop. And they had a sale for 75 bucks off. It ended on the 8th. So they're really affordable, and it would essentially pay itself off within 3 or 4 months. So I think it's a great long-term investment as well, especially if you hold on to the token. So that's what it is, mobile token by Helium. That is the next thing that's is taking off pretty soon. So been doing that. There's also another one. It's with the car. Let me go ahead and show you guys that one. That's another one very similar to how the Helium miners work. And that is, I think it's called Dymo. Yeah, Dymo. So if you have like a Tesla or an electric vehicle, you don't have to buy their little device, because you have to connect the device in your holder, and you plug it underneath your car where it checks your computer in your car. You just plug it in there, and then you just drive around, and then you start earning rewards every week. Now, if you have a Tesla or some type of EV vehicle, obviously they don't have that kind of port because it's an electric vehicle. So they just connect you to the app for free. So essentially, it's just like free tokens that you get. So that's called Dymo. And there's some other ones similar to Helium and Dymo that it's just literally passive income, free crypto. And I recommend getting all of these. Look into these. Of course, you want to do research and all that, but I'm telling you right now, I made about $3,000 off Helium mobile just getting in super early and then just getting those tokens and saving them up. So yeah, that is one thing that I'm doing for the crypto space. So of course, we've got Tuition Coins, we've got the Helium miners, and then yeah, I mean all the tokens. You think about the Solana. I recommend getting some Solana. That's always gonna, it's the meme coin space. So the value of that is going to continue to grow. So there's nothing wrong with parking some of your money in that. Of course, your Bitcoin and your Ethereum, because these are going to be the ETFs, right? Especially Solana's getting ready to be an ETF. So that's it with the crypto things, because it's about to take off. These last, I would say, 4 next months. We're in an election year. Things are it's going to be different. And I think the bull run is really about to take off, guys. And you want to be ready. You want to be prepared. And that's the whole point when I'm talking about getting these miners now, because like I was saying, people start buying them up and you can't get one. It's too late, So yeah, that's what I'm doing as far as, my little investments in the crypto space. However, me and my wife, we have an LLC together. So
Yep.
Another thing that we've been doing, I think we talked about this last year, the crypto ATMs.
Yeah. Tell us, Jay Ford. Listen, I gotta hear this because it's been right now. So I know Jay Ford, he's got a lot of good stories for this. Y'all listen in. Let us know how this is going, Jay Ford.
Man. It's been a journey with those things, man. So I would say this: we had 2, we're down to 1. All right, and I'll tell you what happened. So our second BTM, man, got broken into. It's crazy stories, man. So we're at this smoke shop in Newark, California, and we're there for at least probably, I would say, about going on a month. I was kind of having issues with the owner himself, who's asking for more per month, because we're paying like about $200 for rent, right, for the machine. A month goes by, and he calls me up and says, "Hey, look, your BTM just got broken into. They broke my door and all this damage and craziness, right?" So I go over there and I check it out. It looked like they just kind of opened up and broke the vault where the money comes out of. And it was only like $100 in there at the time too. So it was crazy. They did all that hard damage and work just for $100. But what's so crazy was getting the machine out of the store so I can get it repaired, right? Because I got a whole team that pretty much does everything for you. All you gotta do is just being the owner of the machine. Everything else is run, the crypto and all that. Of course, the legal, all that's covered with the program. But getting the machine out, I was going back and forth with the owner. He was like, "Hey, you got to pay for the door and all the damages to his business." But I was like, "Man, that's what your insurance is for, man. I'm only responsible for the machine, man." So we're going back and forth, and I'm thinking, man, this must be some inside job, man. It was crazy. The whole story just didn't add up, and then there was no camera footage, and yeah, it was crazy. So it took us almost a whole month, maybe a little going over that, just to get that machine out because we had to send a tech out and pretty much take it out and send it back to Utah where the warehouse is at to get it repaired. So we did that. We got it out. It got repaired. I was like, okay, great. Okay. I was thinking to myself, okay, I'm gonna have to get some insurance on these things. Knowing my luck, it seems like always something happens, right? And so sure enough, I went ahead and got some insurance for it to cover the machine. Luckily, it wasn't badly damaged to the point where it was unfixable, so it was fixable. All right, so we got it fixed. We got another location. This was at San Jose. It was at a mini mart, and it goes there in not only like maybe 3 weeks, right? Because I was like, oh man, this is an amazing location. It's like a little mini mart, a lot of people going in San Jose. Man, tell me why, like 3 weeks later, man, that thing got broken in again. But this time, man, someone had a blowtorch.
Oh,
Man, you can't make this up, man. You can't make this up.
I'm sorry, I had to stop it. I had to stop you in the middle of this. My bad, dog. Did you say they blowtorch your ATM?
They blowtorched it, man. I couldn't believe it, man. I mean, the whole door. I'm like, really? I mean, you're gonna burn the money up. This is what you're trying to get.
What? Whoa. I'm trying to process this, y'all. I'm sorry. J4 gonna get back to tell his story in a minute. So they break in and then they blowtorching the ATM, your crypto ATM. When you finally get that blowtorch, you're like, bruh, they just blowtorch my ATM. What in the world? Like, what went through your head at that moment? Like, dude, really? Like, you gotta tell that story, J4. I gotta hear it.
Oh man. Like I said, I was almost in shock mode, man. I can't believe it. 2 times. I mean, you hear about break-ins of ATMs and stuff, but you hear it's like a 1% chance. It don't happen that often. You don't think it's gonna be you, but not once, but twice. And the second time, you got a blowtorch.
Yeah.
Man, they were really angry at me, man. They got
hold on, I gotta ask. This sound like this was targeted, man. Cause ain't no way, like 3 days later, you going from this. Like, come on, man.
Man, 3 weeks. Oh man, I was blown, man. Then I was thinking, I'm so glad I got that insurance, man. Because I ended up reaching out to the team. I talked to the team. I was like, "Hey, look, this is the situation." Actually, they kind of told me. I didn't even know. I was like, "It's kind of offline. You can check the status of the machine." It was offline. I was like, "Hey, is there a reason why it's offline?" It was like, "No, everything's fine." And then the next day, "Oh yeah, by the way, your thing got damaged. It got blowtorch." I was like, "What?" So.
Dude, Cali, y'all are that wild stuff, brother. I mean,
it's crazy.
Blowtorching, like you know, blowtorch this thing open, man. And how much does and that's what I wanted to ask. How much does the ATMs are stacked with in there with cash? Even if they did blowtorch it and get it out and all of that stuff.
Right. Yeah, so the way it's set up for crypto ATMs is not like your traditional ATM where you fill it up with cash. It's actually a recycler. So they start off with no cash, and then as people buy Bitcoin, because it's on cash only, that's pretty much your cash that gets filtered. So if people decide to sell, that same cash that's in the system will be taken out. So whatever is in the system is how much you can sell your crypto for. So it's not like you're putting money in. The reason being for that is because of money laundering, of course, or someone with illegal activities, drug money, or something like that gets put in and is mixed with your money, right? And it's like, yeah, then it's gonna have some problems. So instead of that, it's a recycler system. So people buy Bitcoin, this cash gets filled, people decide to sell, the same cash gets spit out, and the cash gets recycled like that. So that's how that works when it comes to
Oh,
crypto.
but didn't I think you was telling me the last time, like you could like buy almost like it was $10,000 worth of Bitcoin right there, right?
Yeah. So it's crazy because now California has passed a law, so now it's limited to 1,000. So all crypto ATMs in California is limited to 1,000. So now it's like, okay, so now they're limited of how much you can make pretty much, which is, it's still pretty decent if you have like 10 people coming in, but it was better if like one person came in and dropped like 10,000, would have been nice information for the whole month possibly.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's the thing that happened, right? Obviously we didn't have no $10,000 transactions, it would be nice, but
yeah.
yeah, that was another thing too. So California, they passed all these, regulations, and a lot of crypto business, ATM businesses decided like, they're still trying to fight it, right? But there's nothing you can pretty much do about it. But anyways, man.
I'm still tripping off of the blowtorch, Jay Ford. I'm just
I know.
like,
I know, man.
like
I
I know you looking at your wife like, hey, they put a blowtorch to the ATM machine. Like
right,
who does that, man?
man. I was like, man, we can't get no break, man.
Bruh.
And so I reached out to the team and whatnot. Said, what can I do? Can it get repaired? That took a whole month almost. We send it back, and they do their analyze and all that stuff. And they said, unfortunately, it's unrepairable because the way the blowtorch could damage the vault and then some of the cords and other stuff. So it was just pretty much unfixable. Hey, man, I was like, man, thank God that we got that insurance.
Yeah.
After the first incident.
Right. The insurance at least covered y'all. Did it cover the entire amount of the ATM or just a portion of the ATM?
Right. So this is the thing. So it's weird. So this is why you have to be fine print when it comes to insurances. I learned my lesson on that. But they had this thing where I had it covered all the way, like the amount of money to cover the whole machine.
Yeah.
But then the insurance company put depreciation onto it. So the value got less on what they're going to pay out based on how long I had it. So, I mean, I got a pretty decent amount for what I paid for, but at the same time, I'm still like, I could have got like an additional $5,000. But
wow,
they pretty much kept that due to depreciation value. I guess it was written in the contract. I'm like, oh man, because I had more than enough to, pretty much get a new machine, and I was like, man, that kind of ruins the purpose, right? It's like the insurance was supposed to cover enough so you can buy another one. So I was like, okay. So we decided to go a different route, man. With that, we still got our single one. It's at my boy Eugene.
Shout out to Eugene.
It's at his store. Yep, it's at his store right now. So we're thankful for that. And then the company itself decided to give us additional money because of the incident. So on top of the insurance, pretty much almost like a refund almost. I was like, oh wow, praise.
Yeah.
So now we got all this capital, and I was like, okay, we'll figure out something. I was talking with my wife. I was like, we'll figure out something to do with it. We'll decide what we want to do with it or whatnot. This is all leading up to something, right? We can ready to talk about it. So, but yeah, they also gave me another business opportunity, which is the merchant service, which is something I'm going to get into. I wanted to make the time for it, but it's essentially card readers getting a percentage from when businesses.
Which is good. Which is
right.
good.
It's another passive income.
Yep. Now, which one are you talking about? Like Shift 4? Or which one are you with? Or just let us know, because that's a whole.
Yeah.
Let people know. I want to interrupt you, Jay. Go ahead.
No, you did. Fuck right up. So, sorry. So this is it right here about Paybotics. So essentially one of the devices. There's many others. There's Clover and all that stuff. But essentially, it's like a cash discount program. So essentially, instead of when it comes to merchants, there's a lot of fees involved every month for transactions, right? And then the way to save on that is doing the cash discount program. So what a cash discount program is essentially if someone uses cash, they get the item at a cheaper price versus if they use a credit card. I'm sure you've seen those. You know, you go to like a spa or a restaurant, use your card, and then there's an extra fee, right? That's pretty much the cash discount. So obviously, I mean, use your card, you're gonna pay an extra, a couple bucks or whatnot, versus if you use cash. So same concept. It saves the merchant all those fees because the fee went to the customer. The customer's not really gonna really know the difference, especially if they want the item anyways. They just, they love the convenience of the credit card. So, but anyway, the percentage of that, excuse me, depending on the percentage, if you're working with your it's called a ICO or ISO, excuse me, ISO company, basically that monitors and manages the transactions, all that stuff. Whether it's 80% or 70% we start you off with, you get a percentage of that 4%. All right, 4 to 3% depends on what you decide with the merchant, and depending on how much volume the business does. Let's say they did $100,000 in volume, right? That's a couple $1,000s in transactions right there from the fees of 3% or 4%, and then 80% is your little commission that will come out of the difference of that. And that's a passive thing, right? It'll come every single month as long as the businesses keeps on using the credit card readers, or the terminals. So that's essentially the merchant service, right? That's something, watching all these videos, and because you pretty much got to sell it, right? Being a good person and being a good people person, going to the businesses and explaining how much they're going to save. Hey, look, what could an extra $5,000 could do for you? That kind of thing. So, but yeah, it's an amazing project because it stacks up, right? Especially targeting big businesses, car dealerships, smoke shops, dentists, doctors, things with a lot of volume. These are perfect. And hey, as a passive, just stack on it, get 15 clients, 20 clients. And man, the owner's multi-millionaire just off the transaction. So yeah, that's another play. We'll talk about that later down the road, but that's Paybotics as far as the ISO I'm with right now. Another thing was, so another project that we're getting ready to do is not Paybotics, but we got into the land banking industry.
Man, so, you gotta talk about this land, baby.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay Floyd. Man.
All right. So what happened in our situations with the ATM, right? The Bitcoin ATM. So we had all this extra capital just sitting around, and we was like, man, okay, what are we gonna do with it, right? So I met up with Marcella. Shout out to you, Marcella. I actually reached out to her like I think it was like 2 years or a year ago. I was curious, right? I was like, I'm land banking, but I didn't like dig deep into it, right? Until this year. So I go into it and talk to her husband, Rick. Shout out to you, Rick. And then just understanding the whole concept of land banking. I was like, wow, okay, pre-developed area, buying land before the development comes, and it makes sense, right? Because I lived in a small town called Brentwood, California, and me growing up, there was a lot of land. It was just empty. I mean, where we were living at, it was just straight dirt. And now they got a park, they got a a mall now, an outdoor mall with a movie theater. I'm thinking to myself, man, imagine if we had that land prior to all that. That's essentially land banking. And they told me that concept. I was like, man, I gotta get on this. I do not want to miss out because you can't go wrong with real estate. And that's one of the things that I talk about in this space, even in the pin group. We talk about getting all this passive income and funds are coming in, but what are we gonna do with those funds, right? And for me, it was like, oh, just reinvest and get to another play, another play, another play, another play, right? Nothing really sustainable. So this kind of like gave me that green light. I said, oh man, I found it. I found it. Once I get these capitals going and passive income coming in, I know where to park my money. So got my first property with Marcella and down in the Kern County area, which essentially we're attacking the solar projects out in that direction because it's just a lot of land, right? That's about to get developed, mostly for the solar projects. And what I like about it is what's so different than your your real estate, how you put it on the market or whatnot. Hey, this is what it costs, or you want to buy it from like me and you, let's just say. What's different is that you're not doing that. It's more of a developer reaching out to you and giving you their price and value of the property, and then you kind of negotiate. Rather it be a lease deal for 35 years, or you go ahead and sell it to them. But it's a lot more if you just put it on the market for the average person to just come up, just buy it, because you're putting your price what you think the value is, versus a developer that's trying to do something. They know something, right? They see some value and you're in the way, they're going to contact you. So that's what I love about land banking. And you're thinking 10 years ahead, right? So when I talk about like 401ks and IRAs, if you're going to do 20 years putting into an IRA or a 401k, why not put that same money, buy some land in a pre-developed area and wait the same or less, right? 10 or less years and get a bigger return than if you would have did 30 years, 20 years, right? You're building your IRA or 401k. That is going to be key, because those of us that work 9 to 5s, like myself, I always say this, right? Always do something on the side to get another additional income, another stream of income. I can't stress how important that is, especially if you have capital, right? So when I tell, the younger generation, hey, look, what you want to do after high school is get a high paying job of something, whether it's security. That's what I started, it's always jobs in security, and they're paying pretty good. And a lot of times there's no benefits. So if I look back and if I go back in time, if I had to do things all over again, I would have put that money and put it into my own IRA and start building the accountants for capital later down the road, rather it be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, because then once I get there, I can essentially roll that money and buy some property. If I'm going to use it as a retirement anyways, and what retirement you want, why not put that into land, because it's going to go up anyways. So that is the strategy that I'm starting to teach the younger generation, because you're not going to think like that. But if you strategize it right, put a couple $100 a month, and you're just working the job, at least you got something going. You got some capital building for later down the road. So that is going to be key. And then I always talk about the 4 strategies, right? Once everything is paid off, if you work at 9 to 5, the way you want to break down your paychecks is, one, you want to have for paying off debt, one for an emergency fund. Things happen all the time, like my ATM getting blowtorched. Of course, and then the 401k, that'll be the third part, right? This is I was talking about putting into your own personal retirement plan that you can use for later. Rather it would be an insurance policy, whatever way you want to do it. And then, of course, the last would be just for yourself, enjoyment, and all that stuff. But those are the four ways that I'm now teaching the youth financial literacy, to have some money coming in and then put it in the right places instead of just burning your money out like I've done all the time. You now have a strategy to take that to the next level and grow your wealth as you're getting older. So I think that's absolutely amazing. They got things like 1031 exchange. So if you left the job and you had let's say the job had a 401k or whatnot, you left, the mindset that I always had, right, is, the fees, right? There's always the fees, right? Because you're not that age yet, so they take out some fees. But if you built enough capital in there, then you're still going to have plenty of capital to use, even without with the taxes taken out and the extra fees that you can use to get into some of these plays. So with that said, if you're working 9 to 5 and you have a 401k, and you leave, right? You leave the job, and let's say you became a full-time entrepreneur, and I'm getting all this passive income. You still have that 401k or that retirement plan that you can use now to put that capital into a property or any kind of investment in real estate. But the key is, you want something that's going to be long-term and sustainable, right? And real estate cannot go wrong with real estate. Wars are fighting land. So it just comes down to having the right team, the right resources when it comes to investing in land, which Marcelo is the one, to guide you on what to get. So that's it. I mean, it's an amazing strategy that I'm starting to do myself. I'm always putting money to the side. Of course, you got your crypto stuff going, but be very diverse. That's what I can say. I'm very diverse. You got money coming this way, you got money coming this way, you got money coming that way. And then, of course, you still have your 9 to 5 and you're building that 401k up and whatnot, and that capital is growing. Well, guess what? You're like, hey, look, I'm not going to be here 30 years or whatnot, but I'm going to use that capital and I know where to put it. See, that was the thing too. A lot of people are like, I don't know what to do with capital. But now you do. And you got to get that in, I'm telling you, because there's only so much. There's only so much left. People are in California. And the way Marcella breaks it down, and I recommend get a one-on-one meeting with her to really break down, because it gets in depth, right? I'm just telling you the basic stuff, but it gets really in depth. And once you understand the concept, you're like, man, I should have did this a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I did not know it was a science to it until she talked about it. Well, really, you introduced me to her. I looked at some videos. I was like, oh, snap. This is a whole different thing that they're doing within that region. So I was unfamiliar with the company and what she did within that region. And when I found that out, I was blown away. I was like, oh, man, this is ridiculous right here. This is next level right here. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And there's so many. I'm looking at some other stuff too. I just got off a meeting about 2 weeks ago. Another investment. Those that are interested in multifamily homes but don't want to deal with managing it and all that, you just want to, hey, I'm going to just park my money in there and then get like a quarterly payout. That's another company that I just had a meeting with and I'm looking into if you got another capital. So there's so many different avenues that I'm seeing right now, and it's all seems like it's real estate.
Yeah.
And having a whole team that work together that knows what they're doing, and you're like, man, okay, I can do that. So, because I think the biggest issue is you have a lot of capital, but you don't know what to do with it, and it's like, okay, if I do this, you started getting kind of nervous a little bit because you're like, man, I don't want to go bad and go left. And lose a lot of, you start thinking those little mindsets and stuff, but you feel confident once you know where you're going to put it in. You just see it, you just know. And that's what I love about these partnerships, man. And I'm always networking. You don't hear from me, I'm doing something. I'm either meeting somebody, I'm talking up with somebody, I'm getting something, because the knowledge is out there. You just got to look for it too. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, where else are you going to get the energy?
You
Yes,
definitely
sir.
do, bro. That's why
Yeah,
when I say I thank you for all the relationships and partnerships that you put together for me and help this Leverage Show family out. We are thankful for you, Jay Ford. Just
yeah,
you explaining to a lot of people who are out there who will be listening to this and catch it on a replay, they're actually going to be listening to your strategy and diversifying and what should I do? Which direction should I go? Because there's a lot of people, they don't talk about it. They'll say, well, sell you this course or sell you this product and hopefully you join with what we do. It's really not making any money. It's making them money, but it's really not
right,
making you any money, out of
right.
the deal. And I know you talk about your time, and I know you got to get ready to go.
You're fine.
But one last question: how is the energy green and all of that good stuff going, man? Let me know about that, or I know that it's last time we kind of talked. We was talking about that Energy Go or Easy Go, or how is that? Because I know that Marcella was on talking about the energy, and or does it was it something that was really going good, something that taper off, something that still going
Right.
good? Talk to us, let us know, man. Jay Ford with that.
Yeah. So I just read recently, the power grid went out for a good minute. They were talking about the energy power grid and all that, and that's just because of the strain and you know it'd be a lot of strain on the power grids, man. And if it goes out, man, you get no power.
Yeah,
So this is why solar is so important, because it's free energy, right?
yeah,
And I know, particularly in California, it's really booming because there are laws that enforces it, right? By the year 2045, the year 2035, um, it's supposed to be illegal to even have, not illegal, but you can't. It's pretty much you're banning gas vehicles because pollution
yep,
and all that stuff.
yep.
Um, and then I was just looking today, and they got EVs of everything now. Think about any type of vehicle that you can think of, man, but becoming an EV and delivery vehicles, right? I think Marcelo talked about that a little bit. In California, you got those ports, right? That's where all your
Yep.
goods and stuff come. Those trucks, like Tesla, they see Tesla's ahead of the game, man. It's like they know, right?
Killing
Because
it,
why
man.
not
They're
take a
killing
semi
it.
truck, right?
Yeah, they're
Because
killing it.
the
They next
Amazon and all that stuff, it's man genius. They Tesla's on top of everything. And actually, they're taking out some of the competition now, like EVgo, like those charge stations, because now they're starting
yeah.
to allow other vehicles to use their charge stations now.
Wow.
So that's kind of killing the EVgo's, the charge points, and all that because Tesla's been very successful in building their network. I mean, you can get a Tesla and you can travel across country, and you won't feel like, oh, I'm gonna run out of energy. I gotta find a charge station somewhere. No,
Yeah,
there's so many of them. It's just like, hey, you're just comfortable, right? So they mastered that, and I remember when they were building that, man, it was very small, and today it's just taken all over. But yeah, when it comes to the green energy, it's man, there's so much that's coming. A lot of guys you don't even want to know. Man, imagine planes running on EV. No
yeah.
more. I mean, think about it. You got the little toy planes. They were flying around and stuff.
Yep,
So
yep.
imagine on the bigger level, right? Obviously, it's gonna take those batteries. So that's another thing, batteries. Matter of fact, I just read yesterday that China created the first nuclear battery. It's like a small little
Really?
battery, and it's supposed to last for 50 years. Powered nuclear powered energy with batteries. I was like, oh, that would be a game changer. Actually,
Yeah,
have something wrong with 50 years of unlimited energy. It's crazy. Yeah, I was reading about that yesterday. I read about an article on that. But yeah, you got to think. So as I was talking earlier, you got to pay attention to what's going on. You get through politics and stuff. You got to, man, this is the stuff I talk about. I love talking about this. You got to go deep. You got to understand what's really going on, right? You think
yeah,
Biden's really running the president? Or you think Biden's really running the country? Come on now.
yeah. Nah, man.
You got to get deeper than that, right? There's other powers and people of power that is running things, and you got to really search, got to really figure out what's really going on. That's going to help you level up and make the right moves in the right plays. So when you start seeing, like example, the whole crypto, all of a sudden now they love in crypto, right? It's like this is all, it was all destined to happen, you know. So same thing with the energy, Warren Buffett, they got solar projects. Why is that? The Walmart family, solar projects. Why is that? Why is Bill Gates being a farmer all of a sudden? Why is that? You gotta think. This is the stuff you gotta think, right? And I want to be like that. Shit, if you want that, I want to. Shoot, I want to have some land for some farms. It just means that something's coming, right? Something is really coming, and they're prepping up for it. Why are they having bunkers?
They're prepping up big for it too.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is stuff I talk about all the time. People think I'm crazy talking about this stuff, but no, it's thinking about the whole pandemic thing, how that all played out, right?
Yeah.
How that, man, that was really a test and see what people would do, man. Cause we got something bigger coming. You gotta think like that because it's coming. Something's coming, and you gotta be prepared for it. If you're not, it's gonna hit you, and you're like, dang, you want to be like, man, I'm glad Joseph, man, got me thinking, man. We started researching stuff, and now I got ahead, and man, look where I'm at now, I got through that wave of something, but, it's all biblical too, man.
Yeah.
Rivers, Revelation, the end times is coming, right? And different things are happening in place, and you really got to open your eyes and really understand what's going on, I'm saying these next, 4 months, man, the election, something's going to change this year. That's going to affect next year in a big way. And you just got to know what it is, right? So this is why you got to dig, do your homework, really figure out what's going on. So I'm researching, I'm listening to all these people, and then I go dig deeper. I always dig deeper. So that's my advice to you guys. Dig deeper because something big is coming and you want to be prepared for it. So
J4, you couldn't have ended that thing better, man. Dude, shout out to you, man, for really bringing heat and insight tonight on the Leverage Show, man. Listen, we really want to thank you for all that you've given us tonight, and literally let the people know how they can tap into you, stay tapped into you, stay connected, because J4 does have another engagement to go. So we are so thankful for him tonight, for him shedding some time and some light with us. But let the people know how they can go ahead and reach out to you, stay tapped in and connected with you, J4.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, you can follow my YouTube for financial planning. Of course, I'm going to be dropping some stuff on there. I'm going to go a little deeper on that stuff too. I'm going to go all kind of different things, different routes on there, and you guys are going to be excited about some knowledge I'm going to be posting on there. Of course, you got the paying group. It's open, different topics that you guys want to go in. You can go ahead and engage with the community there. Of course, Coins for College, I'm on that too. We got a forum on there that you can join in with us, be a part of the community as well. We're just growing the community. Follow me on Facebook, of course, Joseph Ford Jr. You'll see me and my beautiful bride. That's how you get announced on that. And then Joseph Ford 925 for Instagram. I'm also on Instagram as well.
Yeah, all right. So we got it. We got it right here. Joseph Ford, YouTube for financial planning. Follow Joseph Ford on Facebook. I don't know where in the world did that J and the R and the O and F get mixed up. I still don't know that. But Joseph Ford Jr. on Facebook. That's supposed to be on Facebook, not off Facebook. And Joseph Ford 925 on IG. That is everything that he has to contact them. Stay connected with him. Stay plugged in. Definitely go like, subscribe, get into the channel, get into that pin group, because that's what we're here are about, to making sure that J4, that pin group, is allowing you to lead you into some safe, passive plays, and that's what we're here for on the Leverage Show. And again, go keep up with his lifestyle. He's got some amazing, wonderful fun factors on Facebook, on Joseph Ford Jr. So you guys can go on Facebook, go like and subscribe, man, to my guy on Facebook as well. And show him some love. And on IG, again, Joseph Ford 925 on IG as well.
I got one more thing for you guys. Another jam. Awesome. You ready?
Yeah, one more jam.
Oh, right. So this is my prediction of what's going to happen as we talk about these pandemics and all that stuff. I think the next big thing that's going to happen, based on what's been happening on my own personal experience, is the banking industry, ladies and gentlemen. Just recently, my credit union, Patelco, if you guys know about that, just had a massive cyber hack. They've been down for the whole week so far. You can't
Really?
check your accounts. I'm still trying to figure out how to pay my car insurance right now.
Wow.
Well, they
Wow.
say they're going to waive it or whatnot, but they got hit so hard that it shut the whole banking system down. They limit withdrawals to only $500 a day. You can go into the branch and they can't look up your account. It's that bad. So that just gave me the clue that the next big thing, because that's on a smaller level, but what could say that that cannot happen to all the bigger banks, like the Wells Fargo, the Bank of America, the Chase, the same situation? How are people going to receive their funds, pay their bills, right? They only get $500 out a day. That is huge, man. I end up having to freeze my credit accounts and stuff. It's crazy. It's like, man, I see what they're going. I see what's happening. So my prediction: expect something with the banking collapsing, recreating it, and introducing the digital currency going.
Wow. Wow. We're on the lookout for that, J4.
Yeah.
You heard it here, you guys, first.
Yeah.
Make sure you are looking and put some money aside, put some reserves aside somewhere.
Yeah.
Before we talk about that in the show, put something aside so that you are not all depending on the banking institution, and especially the shutdown like that was to happen. That could be detrimental for a lot of people who can't pay bills, pay gas, pay for food, pay for all of this other stuff, because literally that cyber attack has shut everything down. Jay Ford, brother, we really want to thank you, dude, so much, dude. You killed it again. We definitely got you out within your time frame, so I am ecstatic for you. Please, 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 again, go show J Love some forward. Go like and subscribe. Go really be a supporter and jump into some amazing things that Jay Ford and that wonderful pin group is doing in the Telegram, but also his YouTube, his Facebook, his Instagram. Stay tapped into my guy, Jay Ford, because he's going to be bringing more heat like this, and you do not want to miss it. Jay Ford, we really thank you. We love you. We appreciate you, man, for stopping through on the Leverage Show, man. Please don't be a stranger and stay away so long. You got to come back. You got to come back.
I'll be back a lot sooner, trust me.
Show us some love and drop more knowledge and drop more game right here on the Leverage Show, brother. Brother, please give my wonderful love to your wonderful wife, from me and my wifey to you and your family. Give my love to her. And Jay Ford, before we out of here, man, watch out for that top turnbuckle here.
That's my foot, huh?
You got that top turnbuckle, baby.
That's it.
Listen, y'all, we love y'all. Till next time, man, every Tuesday and Thursday night, right here on the Leverage Show. We are always going up 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. PST, dropping you with some of the greatest hits, some of the greatest knowledge, some of the greatest wisdom that you will ever hear in your life. It's been a pleasure. Your boy Lambo Drew, my guy Jay Ford, right here on the Leverage Show. We out of here until next time. We love y'all. Take care. God bless. Good night, everybody.